This is Potpourri saying happy holidays. You can make them happy.
And so this is Christmas. No.
Kitty's in the bathtub, but she doesn't want to be videoed. So you might hear some splashing. One of the things I do every year is I get little presents for my co-workers. They almost never get me anything, but that's not the point. I like to give them a little gift, and this year I've got them all sorted out. I have to get them wrapped up. I don't spend a lot of money on it, but it's a gift that counts. So there's some skin creams and hand lotions, because they're mostly females and they're mostly nurses. Yeah, so Potpourri said we have to get happier and less gloomy, even though the news is gloomy and the things that are going on are gloomy. And my work is gloomy. I work in a hospital. That's this kitty who's in the bathtub and has had a nice singing session for us, which I will use or not use in this video. But I also want to talk about something else we're going to do. I always give a little gift to people at work, but at work this year they haven't put any of the 2 Christmas trees up. And they're actually going to HR about our boss and about a whole bunch of things. People are very mad this year. And I think Potpourri's right, they're missing the point. So something we started yesterday on the 7th of December, I'm trying to repair that window, it's fallen out. They won't get a new window available until February, so that's what the duct tape is for, the Gorilla Tape, to really seal it up, and then we're going to put plastic wrap over it. Anyway, one of the other things we're doing is Kitty's parents right now are actually in quarantine, and they're locked down in their assisted living because I think the people next to them got COVID and one of them sadly died. So until at least the 14th of December, they're literally not allowed out of their room. They can't even go downstairs to exercise or anything. They are literally trapped there. And we dropped off the first gift. We're going to give them daily or nearly daily little gifts for them. We got Kitty's dad a couple of beer and some chocolate, and her mum got a small bottle of wine. So we're going to do little gifts. So we've been collecting little gifts, and this is what we've got so far. Toothpaste and chocolates and Zen tea, because we all need Zen. And some little bits and pieces, some skin creams, some socks, and a Christmas card. So the Christmas card we have for them is this one, because Kitty's dad loves cats. We also got them some very essential magazines and some paper towels, because they use paper towels. We use cotton ones, but they're never going to change because they're in their late 80s. And these were 89 cents Canadian, but there was a limit of 2. I bought 1 pack. And I was stunned today to find out that 8 toilet rolls are $11.99 Canadian. But if you buy 2 packs and you can't buy more than 2 packs, they're $5.99 Canadian. Stunning. I still have a lot of toilet roll left over, but I'm going to have to look at replacing my supplies in about 3 to 4 months. So Dad likes foreign affairs, and I've got this, but before I'm going to give it to him, I'm actually going to read this and chitter about it in a line if it's actually interesting. But most of the magazines are for Kitty's parents. They are strong, lifelong liberals. They absolutely adore Joe Biden. And yes, they watch MSN for most of their news, but this will give them pleasure. And they also kind of like the Queen. Yeah. So another magazine for them to look at. Now, because of the English thing, for me, I got them the world's best biscuits. These are the world's, or you'd call them cookies, but these are biscuits. These are called hobnobs. If you ever see these, buy them. They are the world's best biscuit. And I also got them these, some Hovis biscuits, which are very much like sandpaper. But if you dip them in tea and soak them, they're not bad. We're also going to get a few separate sachets of coffee, because these were also on sale, so we bought them. So we're going to get them a few bits and pieces, probably give her dad a beer a day. We have some beers down there for them. Lonely people or old people near you, think about what you've got that's not just total junk, but doesn't cost a lot of money, that you can drop off maybe every couple of days or every 3 days and just leave it for them. You don't even have to say who it's from, because the spirit of giving is the spirit of Christmas, not the spirit of buying. So as you can see, we have put up to this point no Christmas decorations. Generally speaking, I put up decorations at the beginning of November, and I tend to leave them up through January because I think it's kind of nice to have Christmas decorations during the dark part of the year. This year I haven't had the energy to do it. I just don't want to do it. I just can't stand it. As I told you all, we're having Christmas this year on July 1st, 2021, because it sucked. this year because it's going to suck. We're at work, it's going to be busy, and there's a lot of sickness and death out there. And maybe it's not the greatest time to celebrate new life. But I think it's important to actually put up the Christmas decorations, and I agree with Prepper Potpourri, and she gave me a much needed kick in the butt.
You know, I don't know about you, but it seems to be a stressful time. But otherwise, my holiday decorations are up. But then the question is, who will see them, right? Well, of course, we are not going to have that open house potluck this year. And I will miss that. Yes, I'm not saying don't prepare. Please do. Continue with your preps. But do it with a positive inclination. Yeah, find joy in life. Find what makes you happy and pursue that.
So this is my entire Christmas decorations. I retrieved them from the basement and I'm going to put them out. This is a present from Kitty's dad. And the battery's dead. Oh well. Oh. Well, nothing says Christmas like that, does it? Anyway, Santa Claus and various ornaments. We don't have a lot, we don't make a big deal out of Christmas. I do like to have tofu turkey with mushroom gravy and potatoes as much as possible over any holiday event, and this one is no change. So I think I'm going to have to start working on Kitty to make sure she's actually got enough tofu turkey for this. Tofu turkey with vegan sausages and potatoes and squash and mushroom gravy is to die for. I'm going to put these up and start Christmas. So the process of Christmas is starting. Starting to put up the decorations, such as they are. And this is one that I always keep for Christmas because we have our Bull Terrier collection. And this one is for Christmas. And it only comes out at Christmas. So shockingly small Christmas. I really like Christmas, and usually I put a tree up, and I have in the past kept the tree up all year round, but we don't have a tree anymore and we can't bring ourselves to buy one because artificial ones aren't the greatest and living ones should be left alive. Now probably on some of the hiking walks coming up I will show you the Christmas trees. Local people decorate living trees in their own areas on the trail system. I might take a couple of our ornaments and add to the Christmas fun. Prepper Potpourri is correct. It's easy to dwell in misery and gloom and doom, and it does sell videos, but we also need to recall that we are alive and eventually one day we will be dead. And we should celebrate things that we can celebrate while we can. And if we're constrained in how we normally celebrate, for example, you shouldn't be having small or large gatherings. You really shouldn't. The way to do it is to do it differently, and that's what we're going to do this year. I'm actually going to distribute the gifts to Kitty's parents on a every day or every couple of day basis. I'll give the presents out early at work despite the lack of a tree, and I've been gathering presents for Kitty, and of course I have to send out stuff to you guys. One of the problems with that is that postal service is pretty bad right now, and I think I might actually do that for what I said, and I meant it. If I might celebrate Christmas July 1st, so I think I'll wait till after January and then post things, so people are going to get Christmas arriving February, March or even April, because parcels and gifts take forever to travel right now for various reasons. Anyway, that's all for me. I hope and pray that you have a wonderful and happy Christmas and New Year, and even if you don't, try and have some fun anyway. Toodles. You start and I'll join in.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and the kin.
Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year.
This was a Peaceful Cat production 2020.